student? No, you cannot ignore that student because you're employed to help that student. Even though they have their own limitations, they are slow learners. They're learning slowly. That means you need to be creative, you need to come up with ways of helping this student, the student that you would ignore if you're teaching that student in class, but now you're teaching them in tuition, you cannot ignore because this student now is your private customer. It just moved from becoming a public service now to becoming private, to become a private service. So they're paying you now to help them. They're paying you directly. So that can also put more pressure on you. And that's going to need more skills now. How do I accommodate students who have different needs? How do I accommodate students with learning disabilities? How do I accommodate students who cannot focus? How do I accommodate students who are learning slowly? How do I accommodate students who are always in trouble? So this is something that you may also want to think now. So I have many factors that I could give you, but what I'm trying to say is that private tutoring is going to be very different from working as a professional teacher. And please, if you have any question, you can type or you can just raise a hand, you can ask, and then I'll be happy to answer you. So how about ups and downs? And now since we started ABBA International or Willix Tutoring Network formally, I mean, we've had some ups and downs, as you can imagine, and I think one of the biggest challenge right now, I would say, not having maybe not having good tutors who are really committed, not having good tutors who are matured, like very matured. Yeah, because I think I heard one issue today that there is a tutor who was told by the parents to stop the program, and it has been like, I don't know, 2 months. It has been like 2 months now. I remember 2 months, and this tutor did not even communicate with the supervisor. And this is what we encourage in this organization. You're going to learn one key of surviving in this organization is called responsible communication. If you're not communicating, you cannot stay here. We cannot work with you. If you're not communicating, we cannot work with you. So responsible communication. So one downs, I think, not having good tutors, not having mature tutors. Right now, we are a little bit changing our approach now. We're trying to get more mature tutors. We're trying to get people who already graduated from universities, because we used to work with university students, but we're trying to change that approach, and we're trying to see how we're going to have a good system to have these teachers that are, not necessarily teachers, but work with these people who already graduate from universities. We're trying to create a very good system. Okay, another thing that I want you to be aware of in our brief introduction is leadership emphasis. In this organization, you're going to be learning more about leadership. As a matter of fact, you're going to learn that even this tutoring is just a way of serving. It's just a way of conducting leadership that we invented. This tutoring is just us trying to serve. It is us trying to practice our leadership skills. So our approach to teaching, to tutoring, is very, very different, because we are not just teaching, we're not just tutoring, we are influencing. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. You're trying to influence the student that you're teaching. We're trying to stimulate them. We're trying to inspire them to become thinkers, to become good learners now. We're trying to enhance their curiosity, to help them to start asking questions that other students are not asking. So In a simple, I would say we recruit you, we turn you into a leader, we send you to serve, and in serving, not just serving, we're actually sending you to create more leaders, to produce more leaders. We recruit you, we turn you into a leader, we send you to create more leaders. This is going to make more sense 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, but that is what you're doing. And as you're working with us, you're going to see more how we're actually approaching leadership, what you're actually doing in leadership. Okay. And one thing else maybe that I can add, while leadership and education. Okay, I'll not say that point now. Just let me go to the next slide. Now let me bring you to our mission statement. This is our mission statement. It says our mission statement is to meet all academic needs of the student, to equip young people for service, and train teachers and parents to become good leaders. To meet all academic needs of the student, to equip young people for service, and train teachers and parents to become good leaders. This is the mission statement. I don't know if you can understand anything that is written there, but you can see meet all academic needs. We are not trying to meet a portion. We're not trying to do a measure. We're not trying to meet these. We're not trying to address these academic needs partially. No, we are going all the way in, and with boldness, we are addressing that. We are saying that we want to meet all academic needs of the student. Not 80% needs, all academic needs. This is a very high commitment, and it's a very bold statement, because how many academic needs are there when you're teaching students? A lot of academic needs. But as you learn now, as you work with this organization, you're going to learn, when you master leadership, you're going to start understanding that most of these academic needs, they're not even academic needs. They have very common roots. And we're also going to teach you about learning disability. That can be a very, very, very breakthrough, a very big breakthrough for anyone who wants to work as a private tutor. Once you know and you have enough information, enough knowledge about learning disabilities, you know how to help students with learning disabilities, you know how to diagnose students with learning disabilities, then you're in your way to prosper as a private tutor. That's why we can boldly say our mission statement is to meet all academic needs of the student. We equip young people for service and train teachers and parents to become good leaders. That's what we do. So we're here to be equipped for service. So for us, tutoring, private tutoring, for you it is job, for us it's service. We are more interested when we see people becoming leaders, when we see people growing, making good decisions. When you start working with us, let's say you're not a good responsible communicator, but after working with us for 4 months, 1 year, 2 years, you're changing, you're becoming a good communicator, you're developing, your leadership skills are getting more developed, then that is our happiness, that is our joy. We can say that we have achieved our goal. It doesn't matter if you are making profit as an organization or not making profit, because we know it's must. You're going to make profit. It's must. Like once you have good people, once you have leaders who are working, making profit is just a reward. Dominating the industry is just a reward once you have a good system, right? But for us, we are trying to create more leaders. Now I'm going to move to the a vision statement. A vision statement is this one. It says our vision statement is to integrate education, parenting, and leadership using technology and produce visionary and effective leaders in all spheres of life. Our vision statement is to integrate education, parenting, and leadership using technology and produce visionary and effective leaders in all spheres of life. So you can see again in the mission statement and in the vision statement, we are still talking about leaders. But here we are trying to integrate this education, parenting, and leadership. We're trying to integrate them. Another way, we're trying to create a system using technology. This system is going to have these dimensions. It's going to help in education, in parenting, and leadership. And this system, the aim of this system at the end of the day is to produce visionary and effective leaders in all spheres of life. Now when I say leaders, most of you don't understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not talking about political leaders. No, what I'm saying leaders, I'm saying leaders in all spheres of life. If you're a businessman, you're a businesswoman, you need to be a leader. Being a leader means you have to master that area. You have to work, you have to operate with knowledge, with skills, with understanding. That is leadership. If you're doing agriculture, you're doing farming. When you're a leader in farming, it means you can master that area of farming. You can create new ideas of doing farming. You can even thinking of even new markets of your product. That is a leader. People who are thinking. So this is going to be achieved slowly, but at the end of the day, we're going to have a very, very strong. We are going to be using tons of technology in this, and that's why we are boldly to say that our organization is going to operate all over Africa and mostly in Asia countries as well. We'll be operating in most Asia countries because we are going to create a very, very powerful platform that is going to integrate this education, parenting, and leadership. I want to be talking more about that. So that was a brief introduction, mission, and vision of this organization. Maybe if there is any question I can take now before I continue.